Hello everyone, I am Ishaane Sumwansa Christabel Chikumbo. I am the Substantive Youth Representative within the Global Fund Country Coordinating Mechanism. I'm very excited because today, as young people, as the youth constituency, we met to discuss our priority areas.
We spend the whole day trying to look into activities that have been reprioritized. What is it that is coming to young people? Young people, not only young people, but young people in their diversity.
As you may be aware, the Global Fund is undergoing a reprioritization process where the nation has experienced a 50 million cut in the budget allocation, and therefore funding has to be prioritized for programs that are earmarked as life-saving. This has resulted in a couple of activities being earmarked for deferment, and some have been reduced in scope. With that in mind, it was very important for us to meet as a constituency to discuss what this reprioritization means and what we stand to lose as a constituency, and to also just determine our priority areas.
It was really a very interactive conversation. We got to understand the context that we're living in as young people in Zimbabwe, and then to be able to also say our mind in terms of what works best for us, so that we can also make sure that we advance the agenda of ensuring that young people live healthy, sustainable life.
We were happy that we managed to have representation from the SR, the sub-recipient for Global Fund programs targeting adolescents and young people, who is National AIDS Council. Dr. Kabaya, the Global Fund coordinator, shared the activities that are there under the Global Fund, showing us which ones have been deemed as critical, and as well the ones that have been deemed to be deferred, rather proposed to be deferred, as well as the ones that have been reduced in scope.
We also had an opportunity to re-look into the processes of integration. How do we integrate malaria programming into issues that affect young people? How do we integrate TB programming into issues that affect young people?
It is also exciting to note that we have managed to secure a seat for young people within the actual writing process. So this is not writing as in starting the grant writing process from scratch, but rather it is looking at the programs that are already there, that Global Fund already approved, and reprioritizing them according to constituency needs. So for us to have young people represented, that was a very key aspect for us, because then we're able to then get into that writing process and defend the programs that we would like, the activities rather, that we would like to be prioritized, that were previously, that are currently earmarked as to be deferred.
Today marked a very interesting day within the history of youth participation, because over the years, with the other GF processes that have been happening, Global Fund processes that have been happening, we haven't been seeing a lot of youth participation and youth activity and engagement in those processes. And I think what's been happening within the GF7 is that we've seen the huge traction of participation of young people. Of course, there need to be more, they need to improve in terms of the engagement, but I think over the years and over the period of processing and participation that has happened, as young people, we have tried to do as much as we can within this year's process. And over the years, the upcoming years, we do hope that we're going to do more, and we're also going to improve in terms of our participation.
From here, the next step is tomorrow we'll be having the main CCM, where we're also going to try to push for more representation within the different teams that will be carrying out the writing, because as we speak, there's only representation within the HIV team, whereas we also have malaria and TB, which are diseases which also affect the youth constituency. So it's very key for us to make sure that young people are represented within this space. With that, I thank you.